This is still Head Start, and it's time to get into tech talk. All right, basically what we do is talk everything technology, from phones to gadgets to cars to anything technology on Tech Talk. So if you're out there, you have an app or anything that you want to talk about, give us a mail or send us an email to headstart@gmail.com. We'll get in touch with you and find out when we can have you on the show as well. Well, if you are, for instance, a user of Netflix and then you watched 1 week, 2 weeks, and when you go on back again, it tells you recommended movies. Then it tells you that there's something going on, something called artificial intelligence. You're able to identify that these are your preferences, for which reason it gave you those recommended movies. Well, it dates back into 1950s, but now everybody's talking about artificial intelligence. What is it about? Today, I've been joined by my very good friend, Edmond Louis Jima. He happens to be the regional consulting mine engineer for Newmont's Gold Corp Africa, and he will educate us about what really is artificial intelligence. Boss, welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again after 20 years. All right, so let's get into the details. What exactly is artificial intelligence? What is it about?
All right, so I will start by quoting the words of the current Google CEO.
Okay.
You know, when he was asked a similar question.
Okay.
He said, AI is the most important thing humanity is working on. Oh. It is more profound than electricity or fire.
Really?
Yes.
So we can even ignore electricity and go on to use AI.
It is more profound. I mean, it's more profound. So those are his words. So typically, AI is a technology that, you know, would replicate activities that typically, you know, would require human intervention.
Okay.
You can talk about speech recognition. You can talk about facial recognition.
Okay.
I mean, they are.
That is being used even on phones.
Exactly.
Now,
exactly. I mean, exactly. I mean,
Siri.
you are, you know, doing your texting, then there's autocorrect. So there is a certain program or engine running behind the scene that is picking words used most and doing predictive analysis with it. Okay. So typically for you, somebody can profile you out by the words you use most. Okay. They are typical.
Like this app is doing
exactly. They are typical English words that maybe Diego uses most. Okay. So there's a certain, you know, program behind the scenes that could, you know, link all these up and give a prediction. Okay. It will be so accurate. Okay. So that's the power of AI.
Okay. So artificial intelligence basically is not about having human beings putting new intelligence into their head.
No.
But it's rather
no. I mean, it's
a new form of technology, kind of.
Exactly.
That we're coming to see in the future.
It started way back.
Okay.
I mean, the name back then wasn't AI. AI is now has been given this name more for a marketing purpose. Okay. But those who are so much in statistics will understand that or will know that back then it was more statistics. Oh, okay. Okay. So everybody knew it was statistics. Okay. So it's still the same statistics. It has been repackaged. Same programs that run in the statistics are still being remodeled and retuned. To just, you know, fit the purpose of AI.
So why is it now that we are talking about AI so much? Because something that dates back into 1950s, even the Terminator movie, I'm told, tells us about something about AI and all that. But why are we talking about AI now?
It is the benefits that AI brings. I mean, the benefit that AI brings are enormous. I mean, you now, whichever step that you take, I mean, your phone, if it is internet powered, will be, you know, taking data on you. Wherever you pass, it will be taking anonymous data on you. I mean, as I was coming here, I used the Google map. Okay. So the track from my end to this end, I mean, it's Google map has picked up that data. It is difficult for human beings to analyze this. I mean, it's thousands of data, millions. I mean, it's difficult sometimes for it to even to fit on a normal computer. Okay. AI has got the ability, you know, to do this computation. Within the shortest amount of time, and for it to give very accurate recommended decisions. So that's the reason why now it has become so important. You know, or the talk on AI is on the ascendancy. Its ability to change generally, I mean, or typically civilization.
I also discovered there are types of AIs. We have machine and then machine intelligence and all that. Even now, we are even talking about narrow intelligence. Very soon, in the 2040s, you'll be getting into super intelligence. So what are the types that we have?
So AI is AI.
Okay.
Okay. You can get into the very, makeup or the subset of AI.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want us to get too technical, but we can mention some. I'm sure people have heard of deep learning.
Yes, deep learning.
And,
yes, I saw
recommended learning, supervised learning, supervised learning.
Okay.
And these are all forms or subsets of AI.
Okay.
And what I'm sure the definition of AI may change 10 years or 20 years from now.
Okay.
Because we'll get to the stage where programs that are AI embedded would start to generate new programs. And I'm sure now we may not necessarily have a definition for those programs because AI is more of like automation. It learns from itself. Generate data, learns from itself, and it betters itself. This is something that typically humans are not able to do. I mean, we grow. I mean, from birth to death. I mean, you go through a cycle, right? It's not like you can reverse age. You can't. But AI has the ability to improve itself. Yeah, because the same data that you collect, it learns from it, and it trains itself, and it improves itself. So that's
okay. All right. So I even discovered that even the latest car that we have, Tesla, for instance, is a version of AI.
Exactly.
Google uses there's this Google Duplex. It's also using it. We can talk about the Siri, the what do you call that one, Alexa, and all that, and all. But looks like let's come to the human bit. Are we saying that in the future these things are going to take place of human beings because there's a possibility of even a home being smart? You get into the house, you just make a speech, and then the lights comes on, the aircon goes on, the TV goes on, and all that. It's not taking away the human factor.
It will. I mean, essentially the benefit of
people are going to lose their jobs.
Okay, so that's one imagined disadvantage of it.
Okay.
It could also be that you may not necessarily need to work for 5 days in a week, Monday to Friday. It may be that your work will require that you work just 2 days in a week and use the rest of the days to rest, because the rest of the days are typically be intervened by AI. Okay. People would obviously, the technology comes in, then there are bad sides to it. I wouldn't say there are demerits of it. People may lose their jobs. I'm sure we've seen a wave of job losses in the banking industry in the last decade.
Yes, even here in Ghana.
Exactly, here in Ghana, where typical jobs that were done by humans are now computer or AI assisted jobs.
Apps and all that.
Exactly. So it's that is one demerit, imagined demerit of it. There are merit of it that we are yet to. Some we are feeling them now. You can talk about the health industry. Where typically, we can briefly talk about how cancer is dealt. The cancer industry is one of the biggest industries in our time now. Because typically maybe we've not yet discovered or found maybe a sustainable cure for cancer. Because largely the way cancer is dealt with. Typically if a pathologist is kind of doing analysis on or doing diagnosis on you, a tissue will have to be taken, and the tissue, lymph, we call it lymph nodes within the tissue will have to be examined. So typically it's about 30 to 40 lymph nodes that are to be taken and examined. And each lymph node contains about 300,000 cells.
Wow.
So the pathologist, imagine, would have to go through, so multiply 300 by 30. That's about 90 million cells that a human being would have to analyze to discover just one cell that is odd. So that he'll be able to prescribe the right treatment for you. So this is where AI has the ability to do the computation.
Okay, all right. So we've already talked about the limitations and the future of it. So let's talk about now what is the future? Let's come here to Ghana. How is it helping us, and where are we going from here?
I think we have to. It will start with leadership, right? The talk of AI is not really very popular in Ghana. A lot of us are using devices that have AI embedded in them. But for us to really push for the wave okay, so that policies will be enacted and will be followed through, for us to have systems in place that would, kind of like harness the benefit of AI. We need, policies to be enacted.
Okay.
So it needs to start from the government side, where, workable, practicable policies that border on AI would be established. I mean, the government typically would have to look at what are the benefits that we would harness from AI. Would you
consider the interoperability with the mobile money bit, and then the ports also now going digital as
exactly. So those are some of the benefit. I'm not sure we've scaled so much on the benefit of AI, but we have started from somewhere.
Okay.
But I think a bit more push needs to be added to it for us to, because some countries are like 15 years ahead of us in terms of, harnessing the benefit of AI. And I think we have the advantage now to be on the same scale with them if we can be quick enough with some of these, practices.
I think we should applaud Safo Kantankai. I mean, he did a TV that you can clap and it comes on it. He or CV be using the AI already. Yeah. So before we wrap up, just tell me briefly about what you do and where you are, and then we just wrap up.
Yeah. So I'm a mining engineer.
Okay.
I'm into strategy anyway. I mean, there are different phases of mining engineering.
Okay.
I am at where we decide on how we do the investments. Okay. So there are many resources spread across Africa. So we will have to sit and look at the numbers and decide that maybe it's more profitable to push, money here and there.
All right. And the big man.
So that's basically what I do.
Okay, thank you very much. So that is Edwin Louis Jima. He's original
Edmond Louis
Caesar Jima. He is original consulting mine engineer for Newmont Goldcorp Africa, and he helped us delve into the issue of AI. Last week we talked about 5G. This week is about AI, and I'm sure you learned a 10 or 2. So if you want to be part of this segment, as I keep saying, send an email to questionheadstarts@gmail.com. We'll respond to you and see how we can have you on, and also get to talk about whatever product you have, whether an app, a gadget, or a car, whatever it is. Here we talk about everything technology. So it's a wrap from my side now. Hand you over to Kokwe to do the entertainment review with the Gaman, Nipako, as well as Morissette. Over to you, Kokwe.
Thank you, Diego. Thanks for that education on AI, for both of you. Artificial intelligence and what it's doing for our world and our future. But yes, it is time now for our review, and then to talk a bit of movies and a bit of comedy as well. So a very big hello and good morning to our friend Morissette Kranting, brand executive at Silverbird Cinema. And Papo the Gaman is here. Yep, we've fallen in love with all of his work on social media, and he's here right now, right here on the couch to chat with us.